Hey everybody, it's Katie here with another video. Today I'm going to do another Celiac Sunday video. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about what celiac disease actually is. I'm also going to talk about traveling with celiac disease, and then I'll have another video at the end of gluten-free meal. So I hope you enjoy. So celiac disease is actually an autoimmune disease. A lot of people think it's an allergy, and we treat it like an allergy, but really when we eat the gluten, it's more of a toxic chemical to us rather than just something we're allergic to. It's actually poisoning us. So people get celiac disease because celiac disease is hereditary. So if a first-line relative, so a parent, a sibling, or a child, develops celiac disease, there is a 1 in 10 chance of you also developing celiac disease. So celiac disease, basically what happens is when somebody that has the disease, when they eat the gluten, it poisons them, and through poisoning them, it destroys the little finger-like villi in your small intestine that help with nutrient absorption. Gluten is found in a lot of products that people may not know. I'll have another video coming shortly about what to look for when looking for products with gluten. Some of the main things are things with wheat, barley, or rye. The only way right now to treat celiac disease is to go on a gluten-free diet. There is no pill to fix it. There is talk in the news of a pill allowing people to have gluten-containing food. An hour after they take it, they can have the gluten-containing food. So I'm just gonna read a little bit off of my phone, some things that it says on the internet about celiac. Alright, so I am on WebMD. Gluten is a type of protein. It's found in the grains wheat, barley, rye, and triticale. Don't know how to say that. A wheat-rye cross. When you have this disease, you eat food with gluten in it. The gluten triggers an immune response that is not normal. This damages the inside of your small intestine. Doctors don't really know what the cause of the disease is. Having certain genes can increase your chance of getting it. I'm going to go on to traveling with celiac disease now. So traveling with celiac disease, whether you have it or a friend has the disease or a family member or someone you know that you're traveling with, it is a very big struggle. It's extremely hard to go out and eat. The best option when you're traveling is to pack a little bag of food, because you don't really know if there's going to be gluten-friendly places along the way. It's also a good idea to maybe look online and see if there are gluten-free places. I want to advise you to watch out for gluten-friendly places, or if people say they are gluten-free. If you are severe celiac or gluten really bugs you, like you have an intolerance, I would advise to just stay away from restaurants, at least until you get your celiac under control. Every time I go out with family or friends, I have to ask, are you gluten-free? Do you have gluten-free stuff? And then they'll say, oh yeah, we're gluten-free, we have a gluten-free menu. But if they're not a completely gluten-free restaurant, it's very scary for someone that has severe celiac that if they even have a little molecule get onto their plate of gluten, that they can be extremely sick. If you do go out to a restaurant and you're gonna eat out there anyways and they're not completely gluten-free, I would advise you talk to the chef, because sometimes the waiters or waitresses will say, yeah, we're gluten-free, but they don't take all the precautions they can to make sure your food's going to be gluten-free. To make sure that a restaurant actually understands what you mean when you say you need to be gluten-free, ask them if they change their aprons when they're gonna cook your food, if they use clean utensils, if you're gonna have a salad, if they use a completely different salad that hasn't been pre-made, or if they completely clean off their cleaning area and clean it all up. That is something you have to be aware of. Also, you have to ask about them cooking on a grill. So if you're gonna get a grilled chicken salad, ask them if they've cooked things that may contain gluten on their grill, because you can still get contaminated that way. I also find it very stressful going out when I have to make a scene in front of the people I'm with to talk to the waitress about my needs. So I found online a card, and you can like print it off, and it just says like, I have celiac disease, do you know what that is? And then it says like the certain things that need to be done when preparing your meal. That would be a good thing if you don't really want to make a big scene. You can hand the waiter or waitress that piece of paper or little card, and then they'll be able to tell you right away if they can accommodate you or not. Also, when you're traveling with a group or some friends, make them aware of your condition so they can work around you. So it's better if you make a choice of the restaurant if you know where there's some gluten-free places to eat. It's also good to check online for different restaurants. I know on Facebook there are tons of groups for people with celiac disease in certain regions. So if you just look up whatever city you're going to be in and then put celiac, most likely it'll come up with groups. That is really helpful because if you ask questions on there about restaurants or places to buy gluten-free food if you're staying somewhere for a while, a lot of people will know. So that's also a great way to be informed of gluten-free restaurants and such. So that's about all I can say about the disease and traveling. Other than that, I'm going to put a little video of cooking a gluten-free meal now after this. Watching, everyone. I hope you guys will stay tuned for more Celiac Sunday videos. It would be great if you could give it a like, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!